Alright, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to take a little road trip to LA. There's a couple engines I'm going to go check out. It's going to be a 12A and a 13B, and basically what we're going to do, we're just going to check them out, see if they're worth buying. I'm going to show you guys a couple tips and tricks on how I go about checking any 12A or 13B before you buy them. Some of the things you want to look out, because as we all know, we heard this story before where they say, hey, it was running when I took it out. So if I had a dime for every time I heard that, you know, I probably wouldn't be rich, but I would have some good amount of money. But you know, it's just a couple things you need to watch out when you're out there trying to you know, buy a used engine or something that's been rebuilt. So these are a few things I look at. These are a few things I watch out for, and 9 times out of 10 it's worked out for me. So another thing too, this is something I tell everyone about these rotary engines. They're very different when it comes to rotary engines when you compare you know, piston engines, V8s or V6 or whatever. But yeah, rotary engines, they're just like an avocado. They might look good, they might be right from the outside, but you just don't know what's going on in the inside until you cut it open. So basically that's how rotary engines are. When you pop them open, you could look at these things and put these things to practice, but I guess it's just I just want to put it out that this doesn't guarantee you 100% that engine is going to be great. You know, these methods do work, but at the end of the day, that's just the nature of rotary engines. You just don't know what you really got until you pop them open. It just all depends on the previous owners, if they ran them hard, if they added any coolant when it was needed, or any oil changes when it was needed. So like I said, I just wanted to put that out there. You just really don't know what you have until you know, you tear it down and you open it up, and that's when you see the true nature of it. But like I said, these are a few things I've done and it's worked out for me, and I'm sure it'll work out for you guys. All right, so here we go. All right, that took a while with that LA traffic, but we're finally here, so yeah, let's go check it out. I went ahead and brought my my little tool here, my little Milwaukee, just to see what's going on inside. So basically the first step I do, I just obviously visually inspect them and just look at the outside. So this one's been locked away for many years, and you can see by some of the debris that's on here. So it's just been sitting. But one of the first things you guys might want to look at. All right, in case you guys are wondering how we went from LA to Compton just in a matter of seconds, just because forgot to charge the batteries. I forgot to take extra batteries. I just took one battery, and the battery that was in their camera, it wasn't charged. It only had like 3%, so I was just able to get a few shots on the way over there. So, but anyway, we're back over here. So like I was saying, well, as you guys could see, I went ahead and bought the engine. I got a 13B 6-port, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and this is from an FC. You could just tell right away it's a FC 13B because of there's like this EGR cover, blockage cover on here. So, but check this one out. So the guy had this one in his storage. So again, man, I wasn't able to get any of those good shots going from, you know, his home and into his storage. He had an RX2 in there, by the way, too. But it just, man, I gotta keep reminding myself to keep those batteries charged. But anyway, he had this one sitting in his storage, man. It's a 12A. So you guys could see right here, it's a 12A, and it's from the 80s. It's not a twin disc, it's a single distributor 12A, and he had this one sitting for a few years. He got it rebuilt a while back, and you could tell it hasn't been used at all. So Yeah, this is what you call a come up. I came up on this engine. Definitely very excited about it. It's stock ports. Everything, rotors are clean. New apex seals, side seals, corner seals. Everything's been done on this 12A. So basically, what I wanted to share with you guys is just on how I go about checking these engines before I go ahead and I buy them or make an offer. And that's what I was hoping to show you guys right there on the spot. But again, so right off the bat, I wasn't too happy on the way it looked. But what got my attention was the exhaust ports over here. So this is definitely a winner for me. Every time I see this kind of coloring around it in there, it's kind of like a light brown chocolate color up in there. It tells me that this engine was running good. Obviously there's no sign of any oil leaking through here or any heavy carbon deposits, so you could tell this engine was running good. Other than you know, some cosmetic issues, I'm not worried about any rust showing outside of it. This is just, you know, that's the problem when you don't store them properly. This definitely doesn't belong to, this is for a 12A and it's on a 13B, so this is definitely not part of this engine. But you could tell they invested some money on this engine. You can see the racing beat right away. I was able to tell I had the pulley on there, so that's that's a win. The front cover, you could see some fresh sealant on there, so there's some sealant on here. So this could either be a rebuild, or somebody just kind of did a quick fixer upper, or you know, just probably a low mile engine, and they just added all this stuff on there just to get it running. So right off the bat, I was pretty excited just to see the exhaust ports looking like this. And I did turn the engine, and the compression sounds really good compression. So right away, that's a good indication for me. That's a winner. So it spins freely. It's not stuck. Now, normally what I do after I check these out, I'll shine a light in there. But this new Milwaukee camera is it's pretty much a game changer when it first came out. You know, it's a game changer, at least for me. So I was able to use the bore scope, and this is a tip right here. You could just pretty much, it's got a built-in light, and you could just go up in there and shine it, and you could just definitely see there's no deep gouges or anything inside the rotor housings. So that's a plus. I checked in here as well. I looked at the sides of the rotors. There's no heavy carbon buildup or anything like that. They look fairly good. It does have some rust on here, but it didn't make it all the way in. It's just, he just had a bag over it, and he had these blue shop towel racks just tucked in there. So that might not be the best way to go about storing your engines, just shoving these in there, unless, you know, it's inside a climate controlled garage or whatever. But yeah, that's not the best way to go about it. Everything looks good. Everything checked out good. So there's no leaks inside. There's no major leaks here on exhaust ports. It spins freely. So this one will definitely run. So. Alright, now I got the water pump off, and this is another dead giveaway too on what you're going to get yourself into when you buy these used engines. This would let you know right away if there's any corrosion or if it's clogged. You could go in there with your bore scope or just a simple flashlight, and I'll let you know right away if there's any kind of electrolysis or corrosion or anything going on it. Alright, now to the 12A. So this was a no-brainer. Obviously there's no sud, there's no carbon buildup, there's no heavy there's no signs of anything leaking in there. I mean, you right off the bat you could tell it hasn't been used. This one, I believe it was sitting for a few years. You can still see some of the paint here inside from when it was previously painted. This one, he had it in the storage. It was very well kept, and right off the bat when I started looking in here, both rotor housings those of you guys that work with 12As, you know that these are notorious for having deep gouges deep down under the exhaust side. Some of the chrome will be flaked off. This one, when I looked in there, yeah, this is a good rebuild. There was like no kind of wear inside. On the side, the rotors are super clean. You could tell the corner seals look new, side seals look new, apex seals. I mean, the whole works was done on this. It's a stock 12A, but everything's been done. Irons, they've been lapped. You could tell inside they've been lapped. They've been apex, so you name it. I mean, it's got the whole works. It's even got the racing bead pulley right here in the front. It's a single dizzy, you know, nicely painted. It's kind of chipping here and there, but then again, that's how it is when you rattle can these, even when you powder coat them. That's why I'm not a big fan of powder coating the irons. They chip anyway too. So I've had, you know, a few chip on me, but you know, that's for another story, or another video. But and you can hear it, and I'm not even spinning it like crazy, but this one obviously sounds a lot louder when it comes to the compression. So obviously this one I was able to tell that the apex seals look there's no carbon buildup on there. So I mean, like, again, I won't know the true conditions of them until I pop them open, but this one has no sign of any rust in there. There's still paint in there. So all right, so a quick recap. Check your exhaust ports. This is what you want to see. You want to make sure it's got that light brown color to them on both sides. That will determine how the engine was running, if it was smoking or not, or if it was if there was any cooling or anything like that. So these are nice and dry inside. They're nice and dry. There's no flaking on the rotor housings. Check in here too with the light. You can see your side housings, corner seals. Again, borescope's a game changer. They'll let you know the condition of the rotors. Obviously this will tell you the condition of the rotor housings too. If there's you're gonna run yourself into any issues with corrosion. Obviously your freeze plugs too. These look a little bad, but again, this engine's just been sitting for years. So for me, this engine's a winner. I wouldn't be afraid to purchase something like this. If this checks out, exhaust, sides, if all that checks out, I'm buying it. Or if there's anything wrong, obviously, you know, gotta negotiate the price. But in this case, yeah, this is a win-win just with this engine alone over here. Did the same thing, check exhaust ports, intakes, water pump area. I mean, yep, it's even still got the numbers on there too. So I mean, you know, all the signs are there. We're good. So if you guys feel I left anything out, or if you guys go a different way about it, or you guys think might have forgot something that's very important in your opinion, just go ahead and let us know in the comment box below. Any questions, any thoughts, just let us know. All right, well, thanks for watching this video, guys. Appreciate it. Bye.